You know, there are some destinations that are purely designed for golf, and then there are some that are really designed for your family to get away and have a great time. But the perfect combination is that destination, that resort where you can do both. That's where we are today for MGL TV. Stick around.
Welcome to Michigan Golf Live Television, shining the spotlight on the best places to stay, play, and enjoy the greatest game on earth. Stay connected 24/7 to MGL on Facebook, Twitter, our weekly radio show, and podcasts on the all-new 4golfersnetwork.com. MGL TV starts now.
Hello and welcome to Michigan Golf Live Television. I'm Bill Hobson, and please forgive me for not making direct eye contact for the next couple of seconds. I'm a little concerned. We have a fantastic show in store for you today because we are putting together at one fabulous destination 36 holes of championship golf and an unbeatable menu of family fun. This is the first program we've ever done from one of northern Michigan's most popular resorts, Crystal Mountain in Thompsonville. It's quite a relief for me to be on terra firma as we begin talking about the wonderful experience you can have at Crystal Mountain Resort. And of course, we're a golf show, so we're going to start talking golf. And there are 36 championship holes here, and helping to guide everybody's golf experience is the head golf professional, Greg Babinick. It's good to see you, sir.
Thank you, good to see you.
Thanks for having us, and my goodness, what a setting between these two courses, the Betsy Valley and the Mountain Ridge. Tell us about the experience for golfers here.
What they'll experience on the Betsy Valley Golf Course is a park-like setting, as you can see in the background, with a lot of vegetation. Not an overly long golf course, but very strategic. Must hit it straight off the tee because there is a lot of water. And then on the Mountain Ridge, the word says, Mountain Ridge, you're working your way up the mountain. Much more open on the sides with wooded enclosures around almost every hole, and each hole is separate. Where here on the Betsy, you do see some other golfers along the way, but on the Mountain Ridge, every hole is its own private golf experience.
We're going to dig into Mountain Ridge in more detail a bit later in the program, but to get you started, the Betsy Valley course is kind of that resortish feel. Take us on a guided tour, start on number one, and what are your favorite holes on the front?
Well, number one starts off, it's kind of unique because we have the number one handicap hole leading you off. And if you play it smart, it's not unreasonable to make a decent score. But if you're out there, trying to start out in that gung-ho kind of way, it can reach out and grab you. My favorite holes on the front nine, I do like number one because it's a challenge. And the second hole, par three, is wonderful. And this hole that we're on, being a short par four, number five, is still offers up all the challenges you can see with the water and the trees. But the hardest golf hole maybe on the entire property is the next one, number six. It is kind of one of my favorites. It's just a wonderful long par four with water all on the sides. And then once you get through the first six holes on the Betsy, the water takes a little respite and you don't see it. And then you have trees and vegetation, and it flows on as you get through the front nine with the setting by the clubhouse. And then on to the back nine. My favorite stretch of holes back there are probably 16, 17, 18. It finishes strong.
This Betsy Valley course has some postcard looks to it. You know, these different framed greens with the pines and some wetlands. It's really a cozy course, it feels like to me. Like you can get comfortable here, but it's not easy.
I think that's a great way to explain it. It can be comfortable, and this is where a lot of our resort guests who may not play as much golf as other people, the ones who are here coming off the Alpine Slide or coming off the ropes course, they come down here to play evening golf, and we have a Wednesday family night that they can get out here on this side and play 9 holes, enjoy a little food and a little camaraderie with the family.
Well, this Betsy Valley course, beautiful, challenging. Mountain Ridge course, a championship course that hosts the Michigan Women's Open, and again, we'll dig into that in a bit. Both of them in pristine condition, and I know that doesn't happen by accident.
No, we're very fortunate to have as our golf course superintendent Jason Farrow, and him and his crew are fabulous. I can't speak enough about the quality in the golf course. Jason's been with us for 3 years. And we've seen the conditions get better and better through his guidance. It's been fantastic.
Well, lo and behold, what are the odds? Here's Jason now. This is a completely spontaneous interlude. It's
Hey,
good
Bill.
to see you, man.
Hey, buddy.
How are you? Greg?
Well done. This place is absolutely beautiful. Walk us through some of the effort it takes to present a course of this beauty to golfers who come up for a weekend getaway.
Well, it takes a team. It takes a team of guys that want to follow my vision, and that's to have a great product, one that the golfers will come up and enjoy. We try to keep the green grass, because that's what they like. They like it green, and we try to keep the greens nice and fast. That's what I like. It's nice, firm, fast greens.
And when Jason's not here, it's often because he's helping out set up major championships at Oakland Hills and all over the place. So you've had literally your hands in the dirt at a lot of golf properties. What is it that's special about Crystal Mountain to you?
I have had an opportunity to be at some great places and help build a resume, but this place, Northern Michigan, it doesn't get any better than this, Bill. Jim and Chris McInnes, they've taken me in, they let me do my job, which I love to do, and it shows. My guys enjoy it. We come out here, we start early, and we try to put out top 10 conditions.
We are just getting started with our look at the fun on and off the course at Crystal Mountain Resort. Stick around. Coming up next, we'll look into what it is that draws all of these families to this special place. Welcome back to Michigan Golf Live Television. We are having a blast at Crystal Mountain, and it's not all golf. You can bring the entire family here for an amazing amount of fun, including some high-speed racing down the Alpine Slide. From the Crystal Coaster Alpine Slide to poolside with Brian Lawson, even a kid my age can have some fun here at Crystal Mountain. It's amazing.
Yeah, you know, fun knows no age, and there's plenty to do around here. I mean, the Alpine Slide is a blast. People come from all over. It's unique to us, only one in the state of Michigan, so the lines are pretty good in the summer, and this is the place to hang out as well. You gotta get your chair early, because this is where everybody wants to be when the sun's out and it's warm.
One of my favorite things to do is feature a destination that caters to the die-hard golfer, but also the rest of the family. And man, you have that here.
Yeah, I mean, we've got such a variety of things to do, you know, from the park at Water's Edge to the ropes course to the Alpine Slide. You know, Crystal Spa is a great place to hang out as well. I mean, that's really, you know, what we're about. We have families. It's not just mom and dad and the kids. It's mom and dad and the kids and grandma and grandpa and uncles. We're a huge place for family reunions. And so, you know, we have a broad spectrum of activities for everybody to enjoy. And, you know, it's one of the reasons the place is so busy during the summer.
Sometimes you do those family getaways, and I'm not going to say dad, but one of the parents might feel guilty if they go play golf.
Yeah.
I don't want everybody to wait around for me in the room or what. They're not waiting around for you at Crystal Mountain. They don't care if you golf all day. They're going to go have a blast.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you're out on the course for, you know, 4.5, 5 hours. It goes by really fast at the park at Water's Edge, and even quicker if you're laying on a table getting a treatment over Crystal Spa. So there's plenty of ways to pass the time for everybody.
I've noticed that it's not just the little kids in the water or on the ropes course, the zip line and all that. It's the older kids too. Everybody kind of steps back in time a little bit when they get into a setting like this.
I mean, that's what you want to do. You know, you get away on vacation, you want to have fun, you know, like you used to when you went on vacation during the summer, like you used to when you came here. Only, you know, as opposed to 25 years ago, we've got a lot more to do than we ever have in the summertime.
When you're done with all of this, you go get that giant ice cream.
Yeah.
The guilty pleasure, and then you got to go work out. You have a fitness center here attached to the spa that really gives, if somebody's here for a longer period of time, they can not only indulge, but then they can work it off if they need to.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that this place has always been about, is living that active lifestyle. I mean, when you come here, you're doing lots of things. And we've got a great staff over at our fitness center. We've got fitness classes that are happening all the time, and our house guests get to take advantage of all those classes, as well as the great fitness center that we've got over there.
Now, what order should we go in? Fitness, then ice cream, or ice cream, then fitness? This is very important for our viewers to know.
Well, it depends on how hard you work out, but you could sandwich. You could do the ice cream fitness ice cream sandwich if you wanted to, just depending on how hard you're willing to work out.
You lost me at ice cream sandwich. That's really all I really heard. 97, 98. I think we'll call it a day at 99. Get on out of here. I don't know about you, but I could use a snack. Excuse me just for a quick moment. Hi there, I just finished working out. Can I get a little snack,
Would you like the usual?
Yeah, just that little dainty little snack that I often have sometimes.
Here's your regular.
Oh, I don't know what you mean by regular. This looks way too big for me to eat. I'll give it a try. You can play 36 holes a day, spend your afternoons poolside with the family, and tire yourself out here at Crystal Mountain. So every once in a while, it's nice to kick back and relax with a world-class spa treatment at the award-winning Crystal Spa. We've been waiting for you. Your appointment awaits back here. Whether you're golfing or just here for a fun family getaway, this spa is really cool. What's special about the spa at Crystal Mountain?
Probably our team of employees, our management, our training. I think I could probably go on and on and on. From the way that the spa was built to the owners of Crystal Mountain and how much we all care for each other as a family, I think it really makes this spa different. And I think that the training of our staff and their constant strive for exceptional service is really what sets us apart.
You and I are talking in the what's called the couples room,
Yeah.
and this spa has something for everybody, whether it's a couple or an individual who comes in. What sort of services do you have?
We have an array of services that we can do in here. There's one that's extremely popular that's called the Nirvana couples massage, and you can actually have a bath within the treatment. So you actually start out with a magnesium salt bath, which is going to be very more detoxifying than your traditional Epsom salts, and then you actually get your massage after. And the Nirvana massage is one of those massages where it's meant to either make you feel like you're floating on top of the table, or maybe you're just really sinking right into the table. So that's a really popular service that we have in here. But we do deep tissue massages in here, tranquil massages. Pretty much just about everything that we have on our menu, with a few exceptions, can be done in the couples massage, so you can experience it with your loved one.
Whether you're preparing for your next round of golf or trying to recover from the one you just played, the spa at Crystal Mountain is a fantastic way to unwind, relax, and maybe get a new look. How do you like it? We've got one more golf course straight ahead as Michigan Golf Live continues from Crystal Mountain after this. Welcome back to Michigan Golf Live Television and our special feature at Crystal Mountain Resort in Thompsonville. I'm currently in a death-defying exercise while trying to talk to all of you, and we have one more golf course left to showcase. But before we get to it, we're going to take a sneak peek at something brand new coming to Crystal Mountain and visit with one half of the couple that runs this marvelous resort. It goes without saying that it takes an amazing amount of vision and creativity and dedication to help assemble a destination like Crystal Mountain Resort. So it's my pleasure to introduce to all of you one half of the couple that owns and operates this wonderful place, and they say that great minds dress alike. So we've inadvertently color coordinated. This is Chris McGinnis, and first of all, wow, the place looks fantastic.
Bill, thank you so much, and thank you so much for taking the time to be here and bringing this great weather. It's been a glorious summer, and it just continues. You know, and it really shows off the great colors we chose today.
Well, everything's green around here until the fall when it turns beautiful, bright colors.
Oh yeah, and that could also be pretty good green as we in northern Michigan continue to grow those shoulder seasons, particularly the fall. And that's some, as you know, that's some of the best golf in the whole world is during the color season when the conditions on the course are so good as they are right now.
How different is this resort today from the day you first set foot on it? And I'm not sure when that was.
You know, that was 1985, and it was October of 1985. Now that's when my husband and I came back. We were residents of California, and we moved back to join the business. And I would have to say, it's a lot different. All right. Again, the lodge was there, which we're looking at, and there were some cabins, which were pretty rough. There was also a pole building, which was probably the 20-year temporary tickets and rental building. And that was pretty much the campus at that point. There was starting to be some real estate development. The hamlet, part of the hamlet was here. The Pinehurst was here, the Colony was here.
But nothing near what we see today.
Nothing what we see today. And I have to say, you know, we talk about teamwork as far as creating a village, and it really does take a great team.
You and I are standing on the rooftop patio of a brand new project that has just had the ribbon cut on it. Share with our viewers what's happening here that's brand new.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is a 31,000 square foot addition, so it really doubles the size of the inn, and really what it does is it anchors Main Street. Again, thank you. We really enjoy it. Appreciate your program.
We've got one more great golf course to showcase for you here at Crystal Mountain, and this course has quite an impressive resume. In fact, since the early 2000s, the Mountain Ridge course has hosted the Michigan Women's Open. And Greg Babinick, it's a masterpiece from the master himself, Bill Newcomb. What's this course like?
How would you describe the cutouts in northern Michigan? It's what you would expect to see in northern Michigan. The beautiful trees, water, sand, waste bunkers, wonderful conditions, elevation changes, very playable.
The framing of the trees and the greens, some wetlands throughout all of this course, not just make it a championship course, but really do make it a beautiful course.
Make it a wonderful resort golf course that is of championship caliber.
Take us on a spin through some of your favorite holes. Let's, obviously we'll start on the front nine and let's showcase the Mountain Ridge beauty.
Yeah, the Mountain Ridge starts off with a great first hole. It's a wonderful straightaway par 4. Up by the green, there's water left, bunker right, and it just kind of builds into what you expect for the whole day.
It doesn't have to be a ridiculously long course to give you a challenge, and this is a good example of that. If you play it from the white tees, you're looking at around 6,300 yards,
yeah.
Which means you don't have to hit long bombs all day to survive here.
No, you don't. Then we also have a set of green tees, so you can pick and choose your tees. Like you mentioned, 6,200, 7,000 if you want to go all the way back, 58 from the greens, and it does give you a variety of different tee shots. The driver doesn't always have to be pulled out of the bag, but it has its challenges.
Off camera, when I mentioned to you that we wanted to hit some highlights on the front nine, it almost ran down the odd numbered holes for you as 1, 3, 5, 7, 9.
Yeah.
We sprinkled a couple more in there, but why those holes? What is about 3, 5, 7, 9 that you love? I
just like I'm a fan of a strategic and not super long par 4, and number 3 is that. A dog leg to the right with a big maple tree out there guarding that right side that you must navigate around, over, or through. And then 5 being the beautiful par 3 that goes downhill to a great setting in the pines with the sand and everything around it. 7 has a unique green and with a lot of undulations, and it's a demanding par 4. And then interestingly, at 9, I think just ends that 9 holes with the water up by the green. It's a par 5 that can be reached in 2. if you're willing to gamble with the water that's up by the green.
Let's make the turn now, go to the back 9 and hit some of the highlight holes. And which ones are Greg Babinnick's favorites?
My first favorite on the back is number 12. It's just a beautiful par 3. It has all the elements, water, sand, but the water's not in play. But it's a visual element that adds that special something to the golf hole. Moving along, 14, the par 5 is another fun golf hole. Every one of our golf holes is set in the woods. You do have the different varieties of trees around, so it really brings out the northern Michigan part of it. And then getting down to the end, I think 16, 17, and 18 are just fun finishing golf holes.
We gained a little elevation before we got to 16, right? So the mountain ridge takes you up on top of the mountain.
Yes, it does. From 15 to 16, it's about a half a mile hike up the hill, which in the wintertime is cross country, but in the summertime, it's a great, at the top, the vista from up there is just fantastic, as you saw. And coming up soon in the fall, we will have some wonderful colors up there.
But one of the great signs of a really good golf course is that it's playable for resort guests and members or in a championship setting, and that certainly is what you have on Mountain Ridge.
Yes, the resort play that comes out here, they rave about the conditions, and they should, because our superintendent, Jason Farah, does a wonderful job.
For some reason, a man who could spend his summertime almost anywhere in the world chooses to come to northern Michigan. What is it about Crystal Mountain that draws you here?
I would say it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. The whole area. I mean, we've explored the area, my wife and I, exhaustingly, and it's the people too. I've made 13 years of the tournament. I've made lasting friendships.
And this is one of those homes away from home that makes you feel like you're at home.
Exactly that. And we have a dog-friendly condo in Wintergreen, which is on the ground floor, which is gorgeous. And there's the green sward in front of us leading across the water to the first hole. And so it's lovely.
We have just a couple minutes left here at Crystal Mountain, so I want to bring Brian Lawson back in because we need to share with everybody the different options they have for lodging and dining and vacationing here at Crystal Mountain. So let's start first of all with lodging. Where all can they stay?
Well, it has a large range. I mean, we go everywhere from hotel accommodations to townhomes that can sleep up to 12 to 15 people. What makes us a good family destination also makes us a good destination for group golfers, because if you're bringing a big group of guys, we've got places that can house everybody. So really there's a great variety, and most of it is located right here within walking distance of Kinlochen in the pro shop. But we've also got some great lodging up at the top of the mountain, at Mountaintop and Mountainside, which is right along 18 of not only the Mountain Ridge course, but the Betsy Valley as well.
And inside that giant building behind us is a wonderful restaurant with a unique overseas feel to it.
Yeah, you know, the Kinlochen building has kind of that Celtic Scottish feel. You know, all of the condos in the upper 2 levels are inspired and themed after a castle and its associated golf course in Scotland. You know, Jim McGinnis, our CEO, his family emigrated from Scotland, so that there's a personal connection there, and it's a really neat building.
And pretty good food.
Not bad at all. You know, our executive chef started his career down in the French Quarter in New Orleans. Spent some time at the Grand Hotel and is now our executive chef here. So he's got a lot of great experience, and you can tell when no matter what you order on the menu.
Sit on the patio, eat in the dining room. Can't go wrong either way.
No, everybody is well fed, well rested by the end of the day.
There you have it. Perfect places to stay, to eat, to play golf. It's all in one package at Crystal Mountain. There is just no way that a half-hour program can capture all of the beauty, the fun, and the excellence of Crystal Mountain, so we're left with really only one solution. You need to come here yourself and check it out. Whether it's a group of golfers or your family coming for a weekend of incredible fun, this destination has it all in one location. Go online to crystalmountain.com and check it out for yourself, and then come up here to Thompsonville in beautiful northern Michigan and experience the excellence that is Crystal Mountain. We'll see you next time on Michigan Golf Live Television.